Привет!
Привет!
В эфире канал English with Cool People и его ведущие Саша.
И Антон.
О, cheers.
Давай вообще их уберем, да?
Хороший вариант.
Cheers.
Да, cheers может означать спасибо, а также может означать тост. Мы вам сейчас продемонстрируем.
Дзинь.
Cheers. Итак, cheers.
Cheers. Oh, I love cheers. It's a word I've actually started using quite a lot recently. So you could either say, when you're having a drink, something, I don't drink alcohol, but whatever drink, cheers, or you can use it to say thank you as a sort of, because you run out of ways to say thank you, and when you're saying thank you too many times, it's sort of repetitive. So you might say cheers on a couple occasions. Cheers.
Cheers is the same as like Prost or Salute or Salute, all of those things. So it can be used in that context. So if you have a drink, you can cheers someone. Cheers also means, it's used in Yorkshire a lot. So you'd say cheers mate, and cheers mate means thanks a lot. So cheers is something that I don't actually say it a lot myself, but if someone says cheers, it's a warmer way, it's a more friendly way of saying thank you.
So cheers is quite a British thing before you have a drink. So if you're at the pub or out for a drink, usually if you're celebrating something, but it might not be, it might just be before your first drink, you'll all lift your glasses and say something, so it might be like cheers to whoever's promotion, and then you all clink your glasses together and then take a drink. So that's sort of the main thing that it's for. It's sort of like a celebration thing with drinks, but it's also used like as a thank you. So if someone gives you something, you say, oh cheers. It's more of a slang term, but the main Britishness of cheers is with the drink.
Cheers. Well, that's a rather marvellous word, I always thought. And it's kind of like, it's quite informal. So you would, for example, be being served at a shop, and when you go to leave, you say, oh, cheers. Or you may be getting off a bus, and then you say to the driver, cheers. It's not a great affirmation of, lasting love or anything, it's like, oh, commitment or like, thank you very much, But it's just an offhand or off-the-cuff expression of thanks for the person in question.
And it would also be, you'd say cheers if someone bought you a drink. You wouldn't say cheers if someone just like saved your child from being run over by a car. So it's a different way of saying thank you, which is more, it's more cozy. It's more of it's something heartfelt for something not as, not massive. So cheers for a drink, cheers for, if someone helps you with a little bit of money, or cheers if someone holds the door open for you, that sort of thing. But you wouldn't use it in the context of something that required like a really, really heartfelt thank you for something big. So cheers when you're cheersing someone with your drink, and then cheers also for little things that people might do, a way of saying thank you.
However, if you may go for a cheeky pint or two down to a local pub, it is public house, as it's, then people say cheers when they, for example, clink the glasses together. And there's one expression that I have in my head, cheers bombardiers and all that, down the hatch and all that, yes. Cheers bombardiers, down the hatch and all that. And it's kind of like I can imagine RAF men who were bombardiers, bombers, in World War II, drinking before they go out in the final battle over the, English Channel, so it's quite a British term, and I would for certainly use it, every occasion that you can.
Okay, cheers. It's just a way to say thank you. I use it like to say thank you. It's just a cool way to be like, yeah, cheers. I've seen some people actually say that to the bus driver when they've dropped them off, at their stop, and they've said cheers. I didn't know whether they were being condescending or whether they were being genuine. Some people were genuine, like the older people. But yeah, it's just a cool way to say thanks.
Cheers means thank you. It's mainly, I think, heard in London, because you don't really go to the countryside and people say cheers. They say thank you because it's more polite, and it's the long, nice version. Cheers is like a white van man and a taxi man, like cheers, love, like they're London accents. It also means like when you have an alcoholic drink and you cheers someone, it's like a celebratory term. It's a happy term, really.
Ooh, okay. Okay, cool. So cheers is, well, there's loads of things for it. There's the first one, which is when you've got a drink and you cheers people. So you're like, oh, cheers to something good that's happened, such as someone's birthday. So cheers to your birthday. Or if you do something really cool, like you're celebrating, it's like, cheers for that job promotion. Hey! And that's really good. And then there's cheers like thank you. And so if it's a very colloquial term. So if you're like, I don't know, buying something in a shop and the shop assistant is particularly nice to you, you might go cheers, sometimes followed by mate. I can't get away with saying mate, mostly because I say it like that in a very mate kind of way. It's usually like a mate. You don't really say the T. Anyway, digressing. So yeah, it's like a thank you, but a very colloquial thank you. And then there's the actual meaning of the word, which is cheers, like everyone cheers, clap and shout and scream and whoop, and it's all very exciting and very happy. So it's generally a really nice word, and it's very colloquial. I think it comes from the north, but that's because I think everything comes from the north, because I'm from the north, so it might not actually come from the north, I'm just guessing there, but it seems quite northern, so we'll go for that. Yeah, it comes from the north, and it's a colloquial good term for lots of things.